Hello everyone, thanks for checking out the video. Now back with another one. This time it's the Threezero Tokyo 2023 event. Starting things off, we have the Kamen Rider figures that are absolutely amazing. If you could subscribe to the channel, like the video, I'd appreciate it. You can see the Cyclone bikes there. Look amazing. These are great. Can't wait to pick those up. Moving along, we are back at the Iron Man, the DLX series by Threezero. You can see the various armors on display. A lot of these have already been solicited and released. If you haven't picked up any of these armors, you're really doing yourself a disservice. They are fantastic. They're great. They blow anything away that Figuarts has put out, that Mafex has put out, that Marvel Legends has put out. These are great. They're 6 inches, 12 scale. They're fantastic. Here is the War Machine, the Black Panther behind it. The Black Panther, I don't know. I'm not seeing a lot of articulation there. That was the problem with the Figuarts one, a real lack of articulation. Looks like you can get it, but at least the way they pose it, you can't. There's the Iron Spider, looks great. Great piece. And Ant-Man. Now this one looks great. It really does. I mean, it comes with the building carry-on case. It looks amazing. It's great. Can't wait to grab these. There's the Iron Patriot, the original one. You know, say what you will about Threezero, the quality of their armors is second to none. Some more Iron Man over here. The articulation you get, the feel, the paint, the weathering. Here you can see a group shot here. This is really nice. I never ended up picking up that Hulkbuster. I kicked myself for it. They had it for sale at the show, but it was Ichiman yen more than normal. Ichiman yen is 10,000 yen. I'm not paying that. But it's a great looking piece. Wish I picked it up. You know, there's always those pieces you wish you picked up that you didn't. But yeah, this DLX line, this Marvel line is fantastic. It's really great. So moving along, here we go. The Stranger Things figures, the kids and the Demogorgon behind them. Lucas just came out. I did a review of him. I didn't pick up Dustin. I will, I guess, eventually. That head sculpt I wasn't feeling it. The 11 is great. This head sculpt too. It's like, the clothing, the accessories, they're great, but look, he's rocking some Pumas too. Yeah, I don't know, that Mike head sculpt is kind of rough. The Will is a bit better, I think, but it's still not a home run. But I mean, where else are you going to get these kind of figures? You know, these kid scale, 1/6 scale figures. Who else is making them? So, I mean, you know, when you're the only game in town, you know, people come to play. Here is a sampling of their Walking Dead line. I was all in on this line when it first came out. I got Michonne, I got with her pets. I got Rick, you know, I got most of them at the beginning, and you know, my interest in the show waned, and there's a new Rick here. Looks pretty good. I don't know if the head's a little bit oversized. I'm not sure. But it looks pretty good. The Daryl's nice. I got that. But Michonne with the pets, that's still the home run in that line. Here's some of the Game of Thrones. I'd be really interested to know whether or not they're going to be doing the new series. I definitely want to grab some of those figures. Again, sort of, you know, I mean, these were The pricing on these was a bit high, and I understand, they use leather, and I understand what it was, but, I had to pass because I just couldn't afford all of them, and I wasn't about to go into a line and just get, one or two or whatever. So these guys are pretty cool. I mean, I never really got into this, but Threezero's been putting these out. The weathering on the armor there, on the metals, incredible in person. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's really great. It's amazing. These figures they look great. These power armors are... Again, I wish I picked some of them up. You can't get everything, right? Nobody's able to get everything. This piece right here, this is great. Camera's a little bit out of lens as I move along. Apologize for that, but I love that look. With the armor hooked up. That's a really cool look. So moving along over to Chainsaw Man. My niece is a big fan of Chainsaw Man. I still really haven't caught the series. I watched the first one, the first episode, and that was pretty much the extent of it. But, the kids, so to speak, like it. And it's an interesting story. I've read up a little bit on it. These look good. That Chainsaw Man in particular, I wouldn't mind picking that up. So on the wall, you have a little bit of the history of Threezero. So moving along here, this is some of the Police Patlabor. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not very familiar with this IP. I've seen it at the different shows. I've seen it on shelves here in Tokyo. I really couldn't tell you what it is. Looks cool. Almost like a Gundam and, I don't know, Shinkalion mashup. But it looks nice. Like I said, it's pretty cool. Next up, we have the Future GPX Cyber Formula. This is a collaboration with Mega House. Mega House does some really great pieces. They do some nice Space Battleship Yamato ones that I've picked up over the years. Big fan of theirs. Now, here is something that I was very interested in. Here is the Threezero Voltron. Some reviews came out. Looks fantastic. I got an order in on this. They use the same engineering that the Blitzway did, where you can hide the legs. I didn't know it was transforming. Learned that recently, and I am very excited for that piece. Now this Geta 1 over here, not this, but the red guy, the big guy. This is a beast. It is so big, and it's such a cool looking figure. Look at that. That looks great. Oh, I kick myself for not picking that up. I mean, these Threezero pieces, they're great, but man, they are not cheap. Oh, I wish I grabbed that. I'll have to make a trip to Akihabara or something and take a look, because it's just, in person, it's phenomenal. These Shin Getters are pretty cool too. Very stylized, but really nice. Moving along, here are the Power Rangers. These are not, repeat, not for sale in Japan. I guess they don't have the license for Japan. As you can see, not released in Japan, unfortunately. I've seen these for sale here in Japan, and the price is astronomical. I guess simply because you can't buy them here, licensing issues. But these look great. I know a lot of people have these and they love them. Power Rangers is a little bit past my time, past my prime. But again, these are cool, and I mean, if you're gonna grab the team, they look even better. So nice display of Power Rangers there. Moving along, we have the Transformers area over here. But first, some Naruto, some Terminator over here. I totally forgot that Threezero did an Arnold and a Linda Hamilton. Completely forgot about that. Now, here's Firefly. First look at Firefly in person. Looks pretty good. A bit disappointed that there were no new G.I. Joe figures on display. I hope that's not a sign of the line dying or ending, because this is a great line and I really hope they continue it. But that Firefly looks pretty good. Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes, Roadblock. Roadblock is, man, he's big. He's like a tank. And then you have the Rambo from First Blood. I think that's Rambo 3 when he's in Afghanistan. Now the Transformers. I don't have any of these big ones, but man, in person again, like, these look amazing. Amazing. I mean, I'm gonna say, I've seen the Prime 1 stuff. This stuff to me is way more impressive than the Prime 1 statues that they've released. I mean, these are up there in price, you know, 80,000 yen, 50, 60,000 yen, but their presence is incredible. Those are the premium. That Blitzwing is really good. This line is incredible. I have a bunch of some of these figures, not these ones in particular, but you know, the DLX ones. Right here. And they have such a presence on the shelf. They're so nice. Not the biggest fan of that Prime design, but that Soundwave is great. I love that piece. Ravage. Now this is the MDLX, and as you can see, more not for sale in Japan signs. I guess Takara Tomy has the likeness rights, and they're not about to sign it over to Threezero for their market. But that Rodimus is nice. Look at that Bumblebee with his mask. Here you can see Starscream for the first time. Looks pretty good. And the side swipe. Also looking pretty good. That's a great Prime. Some more over here. Nemesis Prime. Megatron. I kind of wish they were a bit bigger. Would have been nice. I like this design for Prime. It's more OG. That Bumblebee. I didn't pick up this one. I picked up the gold color. I guess Gold Bug. What was that? What was his name? Jetfire? Skyfire? I can't remember. It's always changing, right? But that Power Prime is... what a presence. How big it is. It's incredible. So over here we're going to see a lot of the Ultraman stuff. Again, like I'm not very knowledgeable of Ultraman. I like it, but all the different lines, all the different iterations, the IP, I couldn't tell you. But they do look good. They do look very nice. That's a cool piece. I mean, it's very samurai-esque. So moving along, I'm not too knowledgeable of the next couple things, so I'll just sort of keep my mouth shut. Some of the Evangelion stuff. Not really into this IP, but again, these are very nice, very cool. Now here's another example of some outstanding pieces. Look at this. Like these kind of mecha exosuits. These are really cool. I've never seen these before. Very, very cool. Very nice. Now, this is what a lot of you wanted to see, the Berserker stuff. I know there's a few YouTubers who are really into this manga and into the line. It's a shame that Threezero doesn't re-release stuff. I mean, it'd be great if they re-release Guts. So many people missed out. It was really hard picking it up back in the day, and you know, there's a lot of people out there who are crying because they don't have it, me included. So, you know, sometimes re-releasing or giving us 2.0s when the fandom grows is you know, it's the prudent thing to do. It's a smart thing to do. You want people to collect a line knowing that they'll actually get, you know, the main character. So it would be nice if we could revisit that. Here's some of the Jujutsu Kaisen. The accessories are pretty cool. I don't think I'll be picking up any of these, but those accessories are very nice. The figures are nice too. The tailoring is pretty good on a lot of these. It's not Pop Toys quality, but it's pretty good. A lot of these figures are actually available at the event, which is a nice change of pace. You know, you go to these events all the time and there's so much on display and almost none of it is ever for sale. So again, the tailoring, I like the tailoring on this line. It's nice. It's cool. Some of their Full Metal Alchemist stuff here. Again, the weathering on the metal that Threezero produces is just, it's second to none. A One Punch Man. This is great. Some of the Dorohedoro stuff. These are also very cool. I love that gyoza on the plate. A nice weathered look there with some pseudo Nikes. Yeah, that gyoza right there. I want that. I want that for my figures. Again, the accessories, a lot of these pieces are pretty great. I mean, they're so different, right? They're so unique. They're great. So that'll about do it. I do have some photos at the end here coming up that show you what was for sale at the event, what the costs are, and so on. So if you're interested, please take a look. If not, thanks for watching the video. As always, I appreciate it. Please take care and be safe. See you next time.